Welcome to a Victory Monday edition of the REKAP Lunch Hour with Guff. What's up, everybody? It's me, Guff. The Bears, the Chicago Bears, my friend, are back in first place in the NFC North. Chicago Bears, blowout win. Blowout win. Putting this in right now. Bears blow out the Browns 31-3, take over first place in the NFC North. It's all brought to you by Hooters, originalhooters.com. Visit one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you. Order.hooters.com. Slide by, pick it up on your way home from work. Have it delivered straight to your office, straight to the house. Don't do any of the work. Let them do the work for you. You can do that at order.hooters.com. The Bears are 10-4. It was nice to see the Bears actually do something that we did not have to sweat out for once. A 31-3 thumping of the Browns. And then from there, things kind of went haywire in the NFC North. The Packers, who at one point had a big lead over the Broncos, let that go by the wayside. Christian Watson gets hurt. And then the big news, Micah Parsons tears his ACL. That was just confirmed before we came on here. So the Packers get a couple of big blows, and then Saturday night, the showdown against Green Bay that will take place. The Bears can really step on the throats of Green Bay on Saturday night, and I think it's going to be awesome to see, quite frankly. Awesome to see. Let's get to the chat. There's plenty to discuss here about the Bears. I thought Caleb Williams played one of his best games of the year on a day I didn't expect him to do much. So I want to talk about that. Welcome into a winning edition of the REKAP Lunch Hour. Closest to the pin winner of the Chasing Greatest hoodie. That'd be Jeremy again. Excuse me. He almost got it down to a science. 35-3, he said. It ended up being 31-3. Jeremy, 2 hoodies coming your way. I believe week 1 winner and now the first rendition, I guess, of the closest to the pin contest. Jeremy, big, almost dead on. What's up, Guff? You know your chest is out and flexing. Pump the brakes. You're supposed to beat the Browns. Now your boy better step up on the national stage in prime time. Where you at with your boy Drake May, who shit the bed and left a 21-0 lead on the table there? Drake May. Where you at, Phil? Take some accountability, my friend. How about that? They are supposed to beat the Browns, and they did. And they did it in a way they were supposed to beat them. Even though Parsons is out and Watson got hurt, the Packers are still a very good team. Of course they are. Matt LaFleur will have them ready to go. They definitely are not scared about coming here Saturday night. You know who's not scared about having them? The Chicago Bears. There's Jeremy right there. If the Bears would have just gotten in the end zone one final time, I would have had the exact score prediction. This is true. And you had the missed field goal as well. I mean, that would have been 1 point off. Either way, Jeremy, you're taking down another hoodie, my friend. Coming your way. I hope to get all of these packages out this week. For those of you who signed up for the sticker, all of you who are getting a hoodie, the sticker's coming with it too, just so you know. Good, better, best hoodies. Those are available at Clark Street Sports. I had a couple of people, had a couple of people reach out to me over the weekend saying that they put their order in at Clark Street Sports for the good, better, best hoodie. That's awesome. Happy Victory Monday to you, Eric. Bears did exactly what they needed to do. Beat the Browns. Now the showdown set for Saturday night. Soldier Field going to be absolutely insane. F Green Bay. Let's effing go Bear down. Yeah, May lost the game yesterday, but Josh Allen gets all the credit, especially coming back. That's a team you don't want to play. I know. And Josh Allen may have won himself the MVP trophy. Again, I'm going to look up the current odds, by the way, for the MVP. I don't know if Drake May is still the front runner. Now, Matthew Stafford is taking over at -250. Josh Allen coming strong. Drake May's +400. Josh Allen 5-1. Caleb is creeping. He's still 150-1, but he's 7th on the list. If the Bears make the playoffs, I wouldn't want to play the Bears in Chicago in January. By the way, your boy Caleb looked pretty. Wow. Good butt. That's what you're saying, Phil. It's good that you actually gave Caleb a hat tip for once. Bears can make the playoffs if they win and Detroit loses next Sunday, plain and simple. How about that? The Bears could clinch a playoff spot this week. Now, when you look at the schedule, the Detroit Lions are playing. Who do they got this week? Detroit's got Pittsburgh at home. No easy task. Lots of injuries around the NFL yesterday. Mahomes, Parsons, Devontae Adams, definitely hard to watch, but wish some speedy recovers. Yeah, Mahomes, Parsons, the Mahomes when I was watching live, I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. I know there are people who are sick of the Kansas City Chiefs, but not for injuries. I'm never rooting for injuries. There's Brett. We got to outbeat the Packers on Saturday night. Put pressure on Jordan Love. Score first. Go ahead in the first quarter. This is for the division. The place you can go electric at Soldier Field. Phil, right now the number one seed in the NFC could be settled this Thursday in Seattle, and those two teams are definitely no joke. There's Becky, who tells us, yes, she had her wine last night. The Cubs got Nelson Velasquez back. No one's really going excited for that. You had your wine, Becky. Mahomes needs to be done with his career. What? He's 30 years old. If you're writing Patrick Mahomes off right now, I have a feeling he'll be playing in another Super Bowl. I know his trainer, Bobby. Trust me, this guy's going to come back just fine. Phil, that Rams-Seahawks game is going to be unreal Thursday night, and I would guess Devontae Adams is out. The Rob Reiner and his wife's story is horrific. Definitely rest in peace there. Absolutely horrific. Phil, Reggie Bush, Jason White, Eric Crouch, Troy Smith, all Heisman winners who didn't win the national title. It will happen to Mendoza as well. The champs are ready to go. Google that Guff. Hey, Phil, you've been talking so much crap. There's been a lot of Google that Guff. Pretty much everything you said that wasn't going to happen has come true. You thought Indiana had no shot against Ohio State. Boom. You thought Sane was going to beat Mendoza. Boom. You thought the Bears were going to choke themselves out of the NFC North. Boom. You thought Caleb Williams eventually was going to play himself out of a top 10. Boom. Actually, I encourage it. Keep your crap talking coming, because right now, all it's doing is fuel the fire of all the teams that I'm rooting for. So take your $30 million from Ohio State, $30 million roster, and Google that, because right now your boy hasn't held up a trophy this season. Just saying. Katie must add, when Harry Met Sally, a few good men I was watching a couple of weeks ago here in the office, and the Princess Bride to her BK movie watch list for sure. Yeah, those are the Cubs signings. So glad we have an owner who is willing to spend. Can't wait for opening day. There's Rick coming in from Honolulu. By the way, thank you to all who participated in yesterday's closest to the pin contest for the hoodie. As always, it was the Browns. The Bears proved they belong in the upper echelon of the NFL, and season is already a success. Bears need to win out to make it all worthwhile. Go Bears, F Green Bay. I'm not sure they're going to win out, but I'll be honest with you. I got them winning 2 of the 3, which puts them at 12 wins and winners of the NFC North, which would be, talk about a turnaround. December 15th, I think you guys all know where to go from there. Hoyer's plan is working to perfection. All the top talent being gobbled up while he is at the table waiting for the table scraps to fall. Becky says Hoyer and Ricketts are cheap. Eric says the Bears could possibly get the 1 seed in the NFC, but they still 3 games to go. Lots can happen. Anything is possible. When you look at the Rams, obviously they have the big game this week. It's at Seattle, which Seattle has actually played worse at home than they have on the road, which is crazy to think about. And Phillip Rivers almost had him. He really did. He really almost had him. And then when you look at the Rams, then they'll have a Monday night matchup at Atlanta. You would think the Rams would win that. And if it got down to a Week 18 scenario and the number 1 seed was on the line, the Rams, they will be at home against the Arizona Cardinals. The Rams are in a really good spot right now. If you're a Bears fan, you are rooting for the Seattle Seahawks Thursday for sure. PCA was definitely at the game. Yeah, the Michigan coach situation, he is in real trouble. That's a mess. And you know what? Couldn't happen to a better guy. What a tool. Cubs should go trade for Castellanos from the Phillies, since they just signed Adolis Garcia and let Nick platoon with Casey. I don't hate that. Gives you more power in your lineup. They're probably willing to move on from him now too. Nathan, what an absolutely insane week in the NFL. From Phillip Rivers to ACL tears left and right, the end of the KC playoff run, Duval getting another dub, J.J. McCarthy balling out in Dallas. Holy cow. And of course, the team everyone still loves to doubt, the Chicago Bears, catching glances from below as they sit atop the North. Man, Nathan, you're starting to really become my favorite comment around here. Speaking of what happened in Dallas, this could be a crazy take, but I firmly believe The Cowboys will not and cannot be a serious playoff contender as long as Jerry keeps his hands in player moves. I think that everyone believes that and have for a long time. Brewers are doing some moves. The Cubs aren't. Jerry Jones, too involved as a geriatric billionaire owner of a football team. You simply cannot continue to blame bad head coaching on what's happening in Dallas. Eberflus is still a bum. Voyer Hoyer waiting for the clock to come off of the dumpster. Becky going with the Cubs don't want to win. Still at the comments here before the show started. Happy Victory Monday from Kyle. Yesterday couldn't have gone any better if you're a Bears fan. 12-15, the Bears are back in first place in the NFC North. Green Bay sucks. Very unfortunate news about Connor Bedard's injury, the freak accident, and now he's on the shelf. Hopefully he comes back healthy as soon as possible. Other guys like Nazar and Moore have to help step up in his absence. Go Blackhawks. It's a real blow to a team that was really playing good hockey. Bulls are a total train wreck. How do you lose to the Pelicans twice? This organization is a complete embarrassment. I know they're not taking. AK will keep preaching patience. Done with this BS. I think everyone is. No one even takes them seriously anymore. The Bears have to take advantage with all the injuries Green Bay has. No Parsons, potentially no Watson. Jacobs is playing injured. Let's take care of business. The crown is ours. Bear down. Green Bay sucks. Green Bay sucks. Green Bay sucks. Big thanks to Denver and our guy Breck for taking it to them yesterday. Bo Nix looked really good, but I still take Caleb 10 out of 10 times. Take that. As do I. I was texting with Breck Bear before the game. I said, figure it out, get a dub. After the game, he replied, you're welcome. Guff, tell Joe to stay clear of Marcus Freeman. Don't want him to leave until he finishes the job. Brian Kelly couldn't go Irish. But if he feels that Notre Dame is getting shortchanged because of this conference stuff, why wouldn't Marcus Freeman leave? That'd be a great hire for the Giants, I think. Kyle, what's happening, Eric? Nothing better than a Bears win makes Monday that much better. Eric, damn right. Kyle, the showdown on Saturday night is going to be electric. Soldier Field will be loud and proud. Pablo, sun's always shining brighter after a Bears dub. Anyone going to the game here on Saturday night? That's a great question. I would love to know. Godfather Ricketts, hiding behind the Bears' good season. Nobody's talking about the Cubs but me. Chicago's number one underground sports reporter. That it would be Kyle. Coert, glad to see you back, Guff. I appreciate that. Thank you, Coert. Jess, not sure how close Ricketts is now to the luxury tax since the Cubs were featured in the new Knives Out movies. Disgusting, and yet Ricketts will still say he won't invest in his team. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. Bo Nix juked Parson ACL into snapped rubber bands. What up, Lip Ripper? Kyle says he hasn't been to a Bears-Packers game since 2007. We crushed them 35-7 in Favre's last game at Soldier Field. Nothing like the atmosphere of that game. Best in sports. Pablo says Packers injured? Whatever. We have been two, and our bench has done its best to step up. We hung in there with the Packers. Caleb's doing what he's supposed to do. Not surprising. He's amazing. Really well said. Everybody, the Bears didn't even have linebackers or a secondary for the most part in a couple of games. I think I saw a stat last week that the Bears have missed more games to injury than any team in the NFL combined. How about that? Think Cubs get Kyle Tucker again or Michael King? They are not getting Kyle Tucker, Jordo. Is Phil a Patriots fan or a Broncos fan? Asking for a friend. I don't think he's either. He just is this guy. Looking forward to getting the hoodie. What a great channel. Appreciate the show, Guff. Yeah, Pablo, your hoodie will be in the mail this week. Seems like Caleb plays well in bad weather. Keep retractable roof open on new stadium if they ever build one. Caleb keeps getting better, man. Christian says 27-23 Packers, Bears can't beat Green Bay. I appreciate you coming in here, Christian, trying to shit on the Bears Victory Monday party when they're in first place and you're not. Always welcome for the comment. Pablo found out some YouTube channels allow for gifting for non-recurring one-month memberships during live streams. I'm up for it if REKAP ever does that. I'm going to have to look into if that's possible, if we can make that happen. Arnie, greetings, Doc Guff. I had predicted a breakout game. However, he got hurt. What's his status? You talking about who is the breakout game? There's my guy, Nicholas Moriano. Just checking in. The hair looks great. It's really tough to compete. Go back and watch. For those of you who didn't watch the pre-cap yesterday, Nicholas and I did the show. He was from Soldier Field. Loved having that perspective. I like the hair game, but damn, his is strong. It's really tough to beat. Pablo, congrats on winning the Heisman. And he's my cousin. That means we're practically related now. Isn't it? Dude, what a speech. If you didn't get a chance to watch Fernando Mendoza's speech, go back. It's awesome. The real Phil Simms heel turn is a must-see TV. That's awesome, Landon. I love it. Barring catastrophe, I could see Mahomes playing longer than Brady did. I could too. Chiefs are officially eliminated from playoff contention for the first time since 2014. Mahomes is getting a taste of what it's like to miss the postseason by KC. I'm not one of those people that gets upset by other people's success. You want to do something about it, beat them. They've gotten beat this year, and unfortunately, Patrick Mahomes pays a big price. Ohio State can literally buy themselves a stacked roster. Can't buy you wins, though, Christian. Ohio State's going to get bounced by a real team from the SEC, says Lip. Phil says, Guff, bring in the business. Oh, snap. Keep the smoke coming. I'm definitely here for it. Okay, you keep talking crap. I'll keep responding like the teams are doing. Bears have to go out and find a win. Under the lights, beat the Packers, put pressure on Green Bay. The score is going to be 27-17. Bears, says Brett. Let's go. Ohio State, it's the Dodgers of football. Just buy everyone. Still doesn't guarantee a title, Phil. Take that. There's a lot of teams out there buying rosters. Texas Tech spent like $23 million. They could win it all, by the way. Grant says, Caleb, that was the best throw ever. That throw he made, dude, the throw in the back of the end zone to DJ Moore, he threw it up to avoid being picked. That was a great throw, Grant. The sides cured cancer. That's why they're so expensive. From Rob Reiner's cameo in The Wolf of Wall Street. Rest in peace. Bear down, brothers and sisters, says Chicago Bears 1985. By the way, wearing the Bears hoodie, Cap was wearing it yesterday. I bought him for the team. Jonathan Owens of the Bears, he's married to Simone Biles. He created these. The back says, get the Bears on the back. Yeah. You can find these on Amazon. They're $50. They're really cool. They're super comfy. So Jonathan Owens, that's the Jonathan Owens collection. I thought I was your favorite commenter. You switched to favorites. Well, Nathan's been stepping up his game lately. Pablo, with all the craziness in the NFL, does anyone think Virginia can come back down to earth on a horse-breathing fire and start taking out ACLs to give her favorite team a shot at big? It's pretty good. Pretty possible, too. You know what else is possible? If you go to Hooters during lunch, you're getting a damn good lunch special for like $9.99 or less. You can get the burger or blackened chicken seasoned salad. Yeah. The OG wings, the boneless wings, they're there too, $9.99 or less. This month, leading up to Christmas, $25 gift cards give you $5 in bonus cash back. Use it at the bar. Get a Big Daddy mug, Bud Light, Dos Equis, Modelo, Michelob Ultra. You could try to apply it to the drink of the month. There are 2 this month. You have the espresso martini for $8. You have the Maker's Mark Old Fashioned for $10. Hooters, the best place to watch any game, any sport, the greatest food, the coldest beer, and the iconic Hooters girls. Hooters, proud partner of the REKAP and the REKAP Lunch Hour. Yes, always. Coming back up here, Tom says Al Harris to the Jets DC position loading. They fired their DC today. You would think Al Harris is going to get some real looks at being a defensive coordinator. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gone after this year. He is a damn good football coach, and that team really responds to him. Eric Guff, I won't give my prediction for the Bears game until Saturday, but like Brett Kaplan said, get pressure on Love, get off to a fast start. If they can do that, Guff, the Bears win with easy. Nathan, funniest things about all these comments, Guff, I like the Vikings. Bears fans and Vikings fans, handshake, the world is healing. That is true. Clyde, welcome to the program. The latest is that Micah Parsons did, in fact, tear his ACL. Cleveland Browns are just an awful team, not a good test, says Keith. You got to play the teams on your schedule. Keith, if the Bears won 23-20 yesterday, then I would say, what are we talking about? The fact that the Bears responded the way they did, that's exactly what they were supposed to do. That TD throw to DJ was just nasty. I've watched it 100 times. Yeah, that second touchdown throw was absolutely stupid. Stat of the day for you on the REKAP Lunch Hour. Caleb Williams is the first quarterback ever to have the fewest interceptions in 1,000 passing attempts. Unbelievable stat. Caleb is that dude. Didn't hear Drake May's name in there. That was our stat of the game yesterday in the Bears recap. Christian, bro, I'm a Bears fan. Chill. I love this team, but not going to predict we beat Green Bay until we do. I'm okay. If you, I live in a prove it world. You want to know that you can cheer against the Packers when the Bears actually do it. Clyde says 21-17 Packers suck. Brett, he likes 27-17. We're already getting it going. Great heel turn comment by Landon. Really good. Classless behavior by Vanderbilt's quarterback. Diego Pavia saying F all the voters was ridiculous. He reminds me so much of Johnny Manziel. And by the way, good luck getting yourself votes in the future. Hello, Guff, and everyone in the chat. Says Jim. Hello, Jim. Does Mahomes' injury all but solidify a Kelsey retirement announcement in the offseason? We're talking a major recovery. Why would Travis come back to play half a season with Gardner Minshew? Well, he's not under contract in 2026 either. You would probably think they're going to go out and get a veteran. Like, Kirk Cousins would be interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Big wedding coming up for the big man, Travis Kelce. He's got a whole life coming after retirement. After all, he did have the biggest pop star in the world write a song about him in a lot of ways, but would. Bear Down Chicago Bear says, Clyde, whoa, in love with that bear claw sweater. It's pretty sweet. You can get it on Amazon. Never forget it. Great Bears hoodie, sharp, great show, Guff, cool hair, brother. Peace out. 85 Bears. Appreciate you. Very cool. Might have to look into that since I keep falling short on the Chasing Greatness hoodie contest. All I want for Christmas is the Bears win against Green Bay and a Chasing Greatness hoodie. My sister got me a new Bears hoodie. Nice. Flashes expels. I'm dying over here. Christian Browns also have the 2-ranked defense. Yeah, he still got his, by the way. A sack and a half is what I set the total for our guy, Myles Garrett, and he did get a sack and a half. What up, Bree? Love Johnson's interception. Just took the ball away in the end zone. Was totally great. Loved it too. However, he did get beat on back-to-back plays. He got beat on that play. Just made an unbelievable heads-up play. Pavia is a scumbag. Not a good quarterback. Very overrated. He reminds me of Johnny Manziel. I'm not a Swiftie. I like the new album. Bree, how about that? I do. I appreciate the hell of what she's done building an empire. Johnny Manziel and Diego Pavia, totally classless. Don't like Baker Mayfield, but at least he's classy. Yeah, those two guys. Army-Navy game, always fun. Congrats, Navy. Go Army, says Godfather. Pavia to Manziel comparison is spot on. Dude loves the spotlight, feels like he's owed it, but can't behave like it. See as a backup in the NFL, Diego. When you say F the voters, F you. That's what I say. F you. You know what it's time to do? Dog of the day. Guess what? We have a feature. Now, look, today, the picture is a little, it's great on I'm pulling it up here. The email part of it was great. The size of it wasn't. Nate, my guy, who's been making incredible comments left and right. The dog of the day, we got to pull up the read. The dog of the day is a good one today. It's our guy. I know what's going on here. Oh, Nate. It's Milford. 7-year-old Beagle mix is coming. It's all in conjunction with our proud partner, Pause for Patrick, a nonprofit improving the mental health of young people through the comfort and connection of animals. Their emotional support animal and therapy dog programming supports children, teens, and young adults living with mental health challenges. Today's dog of the day, Milford. I'm sorry the picture's so blurry. When I blew it up, it lost some of the pixels. 7-year-old Beagle mix. Nathan's dog of the day, by the way. I'm not opposed to putting him up here again if you send me another picture. It's a beautiful dog. Look at this dog. I had a Beagle when I was a kid. This dog posing for the camera. Phenomenal. You can have your dog of the day featured if you email me at recapoffice@gmail.com, just like Nathan did. The organization has touched more than 30,000 lives since 2020. 30,000 in just a 5-year span. You can also support the mission by texting REKAP25 to 44321, helping bring comfort and hope to more young people nationwide. Visit pauseforpatrick.org to learn more. I always say $1, $2, $5, whatever you have, make it happen because it's the best organization. Let's see. Blurry or not, great dog. How to do that, Nathan? I don't know, bud. I took the picture, I downloaded it, and then as it got bigger, it got blurry. Easy. Send me another dog. Just resent it. Here, let's see. I'll feature it again, but here I'm going to put it up to my phone just so we're all on the same page here about our dog of the day, because Nathan did get a little shortchanged. Hang on for a second. He just resent it. Here. Let's take a look. Oh my God. Oh my. Look at that dog. Are you kidding me? Dude, look at this dog. Nathan, that's a beautiful dog. Milford, look at the pose. That's our dog of the day. See? Right on cue. It's amazing, says Becky, after 0-2, look at where we are now. How about that? 10-2, the last 12. Tom, can someone tell Pete Carroll that a head coach wearing a hat backwards is a losing press conference is a bad look at any age? Whatever. The 51, I had to call the injury attorney's postman law after listening to Taylor Swift's latest album. Come on, man. Johnny Manziel did win the Heisman. He's still a tool. Nathan, that is your dog. That's a damn... Here, one more time. Look at that dog. Look at that. It's awesome. Can I submit a hot dog? You can. We'll see if it gets on the air. Not going to make light of Pause for Patrick because they're the best. REKAPoffice@gmail.com. You can send me anything you want. Send me pictures of your girlfriend. Clyde did. Pablo, in all seriousness, can we give Guff a hand clap for how far he's come tech-wise? Dude has busted his ass to figure all this out to give us a great show. Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks for that, Pablo. Make sure you don't keep your dog out in the cold too long. Paws will freeze fast. Lucy has a big coat, too. Really good advice there. Do not forget about your dog outside. Edward thinks Pavi as a 25-year-old, 6-year redshirt sophomore would have more sense. Let's do bet of the day. So Friday night, Cap's like, oh, the Bulls will find a way to win this. If the Bulls are playing, I'm betting against them. We took the 3 that the Hornets were getting, and we pushed. The Bulls pushed. They won by 3. We got the 3, so we fall to 3. Well, I shouldn't say we fall. Push is a push. 3-4-1 now in December. And the Bulls continue to suck after losing by 10 to a horrific Pelicans team who now is 2-0 against the Bulls this year. I'm a big fan of Donka Shane. I like Devin Shane. I love calling him Donka Shane. That's my go-to. The Miami Dolphins secretly have played themselves into the hunt, and they've done it because they've run the football really well the last 4 weeks. Here are the rushing totals the last 4 games for Devin Shane. 174 yards and 2 tutties against the Bills. 120 yards against the Commanders. 134 yards and a tutty against the Saints. 92 yards and a tutty against the Jets. The total tonight is 80.5. Didn't put that it's minus 120 in there, but that's what it is. And so I'm going to keep figuring out that maybe somehow, and Lip, you know this down there, did Mike McDaniel play himself into keeping his job? My goodness. Fade the Bulls, civic embarrassment. I got another stat for you for the Bulls. When they are favored this year against the spread, they are actually no. When they're favored now, they're 2-11-1. 2-11-1. That's horrible. Eric, it's Packers week. Time for the Bears to step up on the big stage Saturday night. Show the world what the Bears are for real. Kyle, the Bulls are a civic embarrassment. Plain and simple. Take that. Devin Shane over 80.5 rushing yards tonight because, quite frankly, he's averaging well over 100 yards a game his last 4. So going back over a month now, he's done it 4 straight games, 6 of his last 8. We are going over the 80.5 total as we continue to ride the bet of the day. I'm in a media contest pool against the spread. 5-0 yesterday. Guess what I did? Didn't bet the. Usually I like to bet them in a parlay because in case you go 5-0, boom, you get paid. No comment. Appreciate you guys greatly. A Victory Monday edition of the program is always the best time to do it. a victory Monday. Next week, we may have a victory Sunday. How about that? That would be something. A Saturday night game, party into the night, recover on Sunday with more foosball on Sunday. Let's ride Guff feeling lucky. We got the CFP starting this week. That'll be a blast. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Tomorrow night, we got Studio 41 Football Recap Live with Cap and Olin and Tommy Waddle. Ready to break it all down, the big win over the Browns and looking ahead to the rematch against the Packers. Have a great rest of your day. It's all brought to you by Hooters. OriginalHooters.com. Visit one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you. Order.Hooters.com. If you don't feel like cooking tonight, no problem. That's the way to go. Slide by, pick it up on your way home, or have it delivered straight to the office, straight to your house. Get the cinnamon pretzel bites, the Guffy favorite. Donka Shane, over 80.5 rushing yards. Enjoy the rest of your day. We got a recap rush hour later tonight coming to you. Have a great day. Take